Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and infinite praise to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. To you, we say shalom. Hey man, call all Yahweh Yahushua. The spirits allowed us to come back out here again and prophesy the downfall of America and give warning to you Israelites, man, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, of the impending danger. The Lord has sent us forth to give you warning of the impending danger that's set to come to America, aka Babylon the Great. Okay, things about to get real bad out here, man. All right, you see the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua visiting the world which He made with these different storms. All right, these different floods, these earthquakes. Well, all these things were prophesied that these things was gonna happen, man. You know, the Lord said, I will visit thee. Somebody grabbed it. I will visit thee with storm and tempest. Because that was a major catastrophe out there in Jamaica, man. You know, where the Lord sent that hurricane, what was it, Melissa? You know, to really fuck up the island, man. You know, where the scripture says, greater evils than these shall be done, man. You know, so you're gonna see stronger typhoons, you know, stronger earthquakes, stronger tsunamis, more flooding. You know, what was that in, it was a part of New York, not Brooklyn, but a part of New York, you know, got flooded real bad. You know, well, these things are only gonna get worse, man. You know, but you got that out.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest.
So like, if I may, you said, the Lord said He's gonna visit this place with storm and tempest. You got the blue letter on there? You can grab that word tempest, Baba Kushai.
Lord's gonna slack it, right, man?
Yeah, come.
Lord's gonna destroy that shit out there.
Yeah, come.
All that goddamn confusion.
Come out.
You got it, bro. Strong definition for tempest, H5591. It says tempest, storm, whirlwind. Oh, and strong definition, a hurricane.
Hey man, a hurricane, man. All right, we just seen Yahweh Shem Yahushua that sent the hurricane to Jamaica, man. You know, and greater evils are coming, man. You know, you even hear about different fires going on. You know, they gonna get worse, more storm, okay? Things is about to really get bad, man. And we were sent forth to warn you of these things. Baba Kushai, somebody get that Ezekiel 3:17.
Right, mate. It was just an earthquake today.
Come,
you know?
water.
So you seeing these things turn up on the planet Earth, man.
Come.
Hey, when those birth pains happen, when a woman is pregnant and that water bursts, you can't say, nah, you know, the baby ain't gonna come. Nah, the baby gonna come, man. And that's how these players are. The players are coming, man. There's nothing you people gonna be able to do to put it out.
That's it.
No treaties you gonna be able to sign. No peace deals. No, man. World War III is on the way.
That's it.
I got the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's it, man, and that's what we're sent to do, man, to give you warning from Yahweh Shem Yahushua on what He about to do, man. Okay, the Lord is about to send some very bad times on the planet Earth, man. Okay, Ezekiel 7:5. You know, evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. You know, shit is not finna get better. You know, they're not gonna make America great again. You know, the scripture says, evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. Okay, the Lord is about to send a famine. You know, and that's something heavy that the Spirit got constantly coming out about this famine, man. You know, we seeing all these different food recalls. You got, what was it, ground beef? It was a ground beef recall. It was a chicken recall. You know, it was millions of pounds of chicken recalled. You know, you got crops being destroyed by this weather. You know, well, that's the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai increasing the famine, man. All right, and all these things, you know, are in the scriptures, man. You know,
I got something real quick.
kind of.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Well, you can't drive away these plagues, man, if the Lord is sent.
Right.
They're going to only increase. They're going to only intensify, man. You know? And, hey, this is that perfect will of Yahweh Shah to bring this place down bit by bit. And we're seeing these things happen. Was that 2 Ezra 9? You know? Measuring the time diligently. We're watching. See?
And that's what a watchman do, man. You know, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, man. You know, we get that Joel too real quick. Because that's ultimately what we're doing, man. You know, blowing the trumpet.
Book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
All right, hey, so like if I made, that's what we doing, man. You know, we blowing the trumpet, man, warning you, man, bad times is coming, man. You hear that? The alarm, man. You know, the trumpet is being blown, man. You know, warning you that a famine is coming. All right, more diseases. All right, more, the scriptures speak of pestilence. You know, and we seeing that they talking about the monkey, one of these monkeys that got escaped in Mississippi, you know, was carrying what they said, herpes, the COVID-19, you know. Well, the Lord's about to send pestilence, man. You know, he got the monkey ass, you know, the Marburg, Listeria outbreaks, you know, all these things were prophesied of, man, in the scriptures, man. You know, and we warning you, telling you this was gonna happen, man. You know, this is going back to those perilous times, man. You know, dangerous times with the Lord. You know, if he don't get you by the family, he can get you with these diseases, man. You know, if he don't get you with the diseases, you know, he can get you with the missiles, man. All right, well, we're going into some very dangerous times, so well, now's the time. So like now's not the time to be playing around, pushing around, thinking about having a good time, man.
If I may out, we actually in them times, man.
God.
You know? We up, man.
God.
And it's just gonna keep growing. You know? The Lord, as you mentioned, the Lord said beware the perilous times is gonna occur in the last days. But we up. You know? Hey, this SNAP benefit, we keep talking about it, man, because that's something that's a linchpin that can lead to some real distress and anguish and mourning of you people, man. You know? And you see the powers that be, which is really, you know, the same bird with two wings of the same bird. It's really just controlled opposition, man. You know? But you're really seeing the legislation of judges, you know, saying it's unconstitutional for this guy Trump to hold out the money and this, that, the other. Man, that's all of the will of the Lord to have you people in the region. You know? As the elder Abu Gabbar said, man, even if they do, you know, bring the benefits back, you know, that's just something to put you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back to sleep again, man. You know? And give you a false sense of security. If you think, oh, we got it back. No, nigga. The Lord said it's going to be a famine. It's going to be a famine. You know? The Lord said it's going to be sedition among men, invading one another. It's going to happen. So you ain't ready to put this thing out, man. See? But yeah, we in those times, man. Again, nigga, those things are going to continue to grow on the planet Earth. So much so you people are not going to have any comfort, man.
That's it.
See?
Man, you know, if I may, you know, people not watching, man. You know, the scriptures tells us to be sober and watch under prayer, man. You know, people ain't watching for the prophecies. You know, you got niggas today, man, dressing up in costumes, man. you know, getting ready to go out trick-or-treating and shit, you know, not realizing that, man, we finna go into the worst times ever in human history, man. You know, some very bad times, man. You know, the Lord's about to cut the power off, okay? He's about to fuck people up, man. A lot of people about to starve to death, going back on the famine. The scripture speak of, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish in famine, man.
Matter of fact, somebody agree.
Why? You know, while Jake thinking about getting some candy, you know.
Yeah, if I may out, the Lord got a real trick-or-treat for y'all.
Yeah, for real.
You know? He got some real tricks and treats waiting on your ass, man.
Woo!
You know? As a brother mentioned, while you out here goddamn in a mirth spirit.
Right.
You know, the Lord closing in on your ass. You want to dress up as goddamn Yogi the Belt.
Right.
You know? Or goddamn, what's that dude off of Flintstones, the little boy? Bam Bam. You know? Yeah, you dressing up as Pebbles and shit. Lord gonna track your ass down with these rocks pretty fucking soon, man.
Hey, that's it.
You know?
It's like if I may, hey, they gonna see Jason.
Yeah.
You know, these niggas with Jason mask on, man.
Right.
You know, fucking Chucky. You know, when Yahweh Shemel was shot, send these apparitions, man.
Right.
You know, you gonna see some real ghosts, man. You know, them motherfuckers ain't gonna say boo either, man. They gonna scare the shit out your ass, man. You know, Jake, man, thinking about having a good time, man. What the scripture said, it's better to be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting, man. You know, not thinking about party. You know, thinking about having a good time. It's Jake's out here now finna go to a fucking Halloween party, man. You know, well, not realizing, man, we finna go into some real scary times, man. You know, some real horrors. You about to see some real horrors, man. You know, when the Lord sent a deranged psycho, you know, to your porch like he did. It's a video out where these people was on this lady porch and the Ring camera had it, and they were like, let me come in, man. You know, well, wait till it ain't no food and you got people with masks on, kicking in doors, you know, laying your ass down, man. You know, we going to some very, so like the brother said, man, we in some very terrible times, some horrific times, man. So where shit is only gonna get worse, man. You know, as the food dry up, you know, as people lose their jobs, you know what they say, pressure bust a pipe. You know, you gonna see some real scary shit, man, when people's getting beheaded out in the streets, you know, getting messed up, man. You know, to where now is the time to repent and turn back to Yahweh Shemel Shah before all hell break loose, man. You know, you had something out?
Hey, what y'all call for?
Whoever got it. Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine.
Like if I may, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, man. Okay, a lot of people about to starve to death, man. Okay, again, going back on all these food recalls, you know, different food shortages. You know, I just seen a bunch of more Kroger's just shut down. You know, you got all these grocery stores shutting down. That's Yahweh Shemel Shah increasing the famine, man. You know, to where it's gonna get so drastic out here, man. People gonna be eating their own kids, man. You know, these are the times that we entering in, man. You know, to where now it's time not to be fucking around, man, but begging Yahweh Shemel Shah for mercy, man. You know, it's a lot, y'all. Sit on it.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
That's right, man. So you're not gonna escape, man. Those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. You know, what's that scripture? Like he that ran from a bear.
Yeah,
it's like it that ran from a lion. You know, so you're not gonna escape, man. You know, while Jake, you know, think that they can go store up food, you know, and store up noodles and shit, you know, thinking that you're gonna one up Yahweh Shemel Shah, man, you're not gonna escape, man.
Right.
You got it, all.
Yeah, if I may, this Amos 5 and 18, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Hey, if I may, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. You know, people think that when the Lord come back, it's gonna be all beautiful and, you know, look, Edomite baby gonna come back and a white man gonna be on the cloud. You know, no, man, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. Okay, dark times. These is what we're going into. Some very dark times, man. Evil times, man. You know, people being without food, dead bodies everywhere. Okay, some very dark times, man. It's a lot to that. Yeah.
Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, and not light?
It's like run that back, guys.
Sure. If I may, I started verse 19 again. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him.
So like so you may again escape the pestilence, you know, but the famine get your ass, man. You know, you got it.
It says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him.
Right, so you may escape the famine, you know, and the pestilence, you know, but ultimately the missiles get your ass, man. You know, so ultimately there's no escape, man. You know, that's why it's important to be repentant and turning back to Yahweh by Shemi Awashai, man. All right, because the Lord's finna totally obliterate this place, man. You know, that big sword, man, the missiles, man. You know,
Hey, if I may, sharp, because you got some of these guys, they talking shit about the people that's on EBT and shit, as if they're safe and sound, you know, but not knowing, like you said, going into them family. So it's a process of this thing, man. Because even though you may not be on EBT, the niggas that was on EBT, they talking about stealing.
right.
So when you go into the grocery store, they done stole everything, you know what I mean? So now the shelves is empty. So what can you buy? I know the scripture you always quote, your silver and gold shall not save you in the day of the wrath of the Lord, man. So it's just showing you niggas ain't safe either, man. Whether you got a pantry or not. The famine is going to affect all of you that are outside of this council of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So you got to go.
If I may, you're going to have the haves and the have-nots, man. You know, for the ones that have, man, you know, according to the scriptures, people going to invade one another for the lack of bread, man. All right? Again, what desperate times calls for desperate measures, man. You know, Jake gonna come see about you, man. You got all this food, you know, and Jake ain't ate, you know, in days. His woman, you know, talking shit. The kids crying. You know, Jake gonna come see about you with about that food, man. You know, if you're not covered by Yahweh by Shemi Awashai, man, you're gonna be fucked up out here, man. That's why we're gonna need the protection of the Lord, man. You know, nothing carnal is gonna be able to save us, man. You know, the scripture speak of somebody get to be carnal minded. You know, you're not gonna be able to escape, man. You know, so you can get it out your head, thinking that you're gonna store up goods or get a bunker or some shit, you know, and one up the Lord, man. You know, you're not only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man, is you gonna be covered, man.
It's Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death.
Hey, to be carnally minded, there's death, man. You know, so no matter what kind of weapons you got, you know, no matter what kind of food you got stored up, you know, if you ain't got Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man, you're going to be destroyed, man. You know, whether it be by these marauders, you know, because that's going to force people to, you know, take to the streets, man, and go kicking in doors. You know, waiting at the grocery store, you know, following people home, man, when they see you come out with them buggies, man. You know, you got it.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Hey, man, but to be spiritually minded, that's life and peace, man. All right? We're going to have to be spiritually minded, man. We're going to have to count solely on Yahweh Shemi Awashai and camping his angels around us, man. You know, feeding us and protecting us, man. You know, because again, no weaponry, you know, no amount of artillery is going to be able to protect you in the times that we're going into, man. You know, without Yahweh Shemi Awashai on your side, man. You know, you got something?
I got something. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. If I may, the trumpet is being blown now, man. You know, it's a distinction in the sound. It's a war cry being shouted out to you, man. You know, get ready for this battle. And again, it's not going to be a carnal battle. You know, this is spiritual warfare, man. Because nothing carnal is going to be able to take you through the times we're in, which is only going to increase, man. It says the sword is without, and the pestilence, and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. So you see, there's no escape for you people, man. You know, there's no way out. The Lord has you boxed in, as it were. You know, and you're not going to be able to escape in these times if you don't have your how by shout. You're not going to have an outlet, man. Why? Because all your hopes and dreams are manifested in this world, man. This world has to continue for you to be taken care of, as it were. You know, for you to feel secure, for you to feel comforted. Well, guess what? All those things are going to be taken away, man. See?
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 11 and verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me,
yeah, you gonna cry unto your how by shout, man. You know, you gonna really cry for relief in that day. You know how Jake is. I done been in that position. Police behind you, the shit ain't right, you know, and you like, Lord, please, Lord, help me, you know. When you in jail, you getting ready to goddamn be in there for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. You're like, God damn, Lord, if you get me out of this, I'll never do it again. You know, I know, shit, brothers know, man. You know, that's that fervent prayer calling out to the Lord, man. That's how you people gonna be, man. Read that again now.
Jeremiah 11 and 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
So you ain't gonna be able to get away, man. Go ahead.
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
See, the Lord ain't gonna hear you, man. And it's gonna be a fervent cry too. It's gonna be sincere. You're gonna be sincere in that day. You know? As we went to that analogy, you in some trouble, some real trouble. You really sincere praying to the Lord for relief, man. You're like, God damn, man. Got this shit on me. You know? That's in the world, man, you know? My brother's been in those positions, man. And you just hoping the Lord, shit. Man. Yeah. Lord, don't let this nigga find this. Police searching your goddamn car, you know? Yeah, that's that prayer. That's that prayer they gonna have, man. That fervent prayer, you crying out to the Lord, like, Lord, please help me eat. You know? Don't let the police come knocking at my door. Yeah, that's But yeah, man, that's where it's gonna be, man. You know, but the Lord ain't gonna hear you. You know? You got it out. I got another one. Yeah.
Jeremiah 15 and chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will, it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Right. So you gonna come asking us, you know, what we gonna do? You know, Baba Shah run that again out.
Jeremiah 15 and 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, such as are for the sword to the sword.
So like if I made such a for death to death, man, you gonna die, man. You know, you got it out.
It says, and such as are for the famine to the famine.
And so like we gonna tell you, you gonna starve, man. You know, what you got?
And it says, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Hey, man, these animals gonna have a field day with you niggas, man. You know, all the death coming, man. You know, scripture already speak of their body shall be cast out as dung. You know, they gonna have a field day with you niggas, man. They ain't gonna be having no more funerals. You know, these are the time that we're going into, man. You know, the amount of death that the Lord finna bring. He said, I would take a great number. Okay, a great number of people about to die, man. You know, and this is what we warning you of, man, that we're going into some very horrific times, man. You know, the worst times ever, man. So like the worst times ever in human history, referred to as a time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, a time like never seen before, man. We ain't ever just really seen no bad times here. You know, but just imagine when the power go out, man. You know, when it's military boots on the ground, man. Drones flying everywhere, man. You know, dead bodies, okay? Riots, you know, pure anarchy, man. You know, that's what's coming down the pipe, man. It's like, that was it on that? That was it.
I got one for you. If I
Yeah.
may back you up. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in the evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them.
That's right, man. Judgment gonna come all of a sudden, man. You know, while people ain't watching, you know, paying attention to what's going on, they don't know what time or what season they in. You know, they gonna be caught in an evil time, man. You know, while Jake now thinking about now we entering basketball season. Jake paying attention to college football. You know, you even got Jake talking about what that shit Thanksgiving, man. You know, not realizing this may be your last meal, man. You know, well, a lot of people gonna be caught out there, man. Why? Because they weren't watching, man. You know, as you brought out, they were measuring the times, man. So where if you measure the times, you can see, man, the Lord is about to return, man. Okay? We're finna go into some very dark times, man. You know, before the Lord returns, you got to have the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, the worst times ever, man. You know, it's a lot.
If I may,
Come.
you know, the brother brought out that sudden aspect, man. You know, that's that snap. You know, it was all good a week ago.
Right.
You know, it was all good a month ago. Now, end of the month, government been shut down for what? 31 days, 30 days. You know, and now your benefits are being taken away, man.
Right.
And they ain't relenting on. You know, don't care again what these judges pass or you suing the government, this, that, the other. They ultimately they have the say, the last say on whether or not you get those provisions again, man. You see? And that's a beautiful thing how you been depending on this horse for so long that you ain't what's the word? Submitted yourself to your high by self shopping. See? Now the Lord gotta show you better. He can tell you, man. You know, you mixing the power going out. Ain't gonna be no women out here goddamn taking no jobs, you know, and skimpy outfits, you know. Ain't gonna be nobody out here relaxing and going about their day at ease, man. No, man. It's gonna be anarchy, you know. Streets are gonna be filled with dead bodies, as you mentioned, man. You know. Scriptures talk about how in the course of their actions, they're gonna stand in their power. But ain't gonna be no sheriff, no mayor, no governor. Nobody's gonna be able to dictate what these people wanna do, man. You know? And that's gonna bring on what you had read, to the captivity. You know? That's gonna bring on martial law, man. People being put in fucking FEMA camps. See? But yeah.
And if I may,
Yeah.
you know, you even got videos out there of women, you know, making it to their front door and people coming up and snatching them up, man. You know, throwing them in cars, man, riding off with their ass, man. You know, these is the time that we entering in, man. You know, where greater evils are coming. You gonna hear about more women being ravished, man. You know, taking violence. You know, it was a video of, you know, I think it was like in New York where the woman was walking up the street and the man came behind and throwed a shirt around her neck. No, it's a belt one. What? Throwed the belt around her neck, choked her out, and had his way with her, man, in the middle of the street, man. You know, well, things is only gonna get worse, man. You know,
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
That's where you people at, man. You in a pitiful case, man. You know? You thought you gonna have a one thing you would depend on, you gonna have a good Thanksgiving. You know? We gonna go get these chitlins, these greens. We gonna take them over to Mama's house, and she gonna do a lot. We gonna make sure we get this cheese for the macaroni and cheese. Yeah, you thought you were gonna have something good, but now you had in the region, man. You know? Read that again, huh?
It says 2 Ezra 9 and 9. And then shall they be in pitiful case.
Yeah, now you in pitiful case. You looking real bad right now. You got it.
Which now have abused my ways.
Yep.
And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
See, that's what's gonna be your state. You're gonna be in a state of torment, man. And you see that now by the way of these damn TikTok videos. You can't hold your peace regarding not having no fucking food stamps, man. You compelled to cry out on TikTok and all these other social media apparatus, man. You know? You even got, we talked about it earlier, the Eve who proclaimed that she done stole short ribs and seasoning, you know? And Eve could have did that shit just for clout, you know? Proclaiming that she did something she really didn't do, you know? But even in that, you seeing how the mindset of these people is in, you know, a fucked up mindset, man. You know, you got it.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
See those benefits, man. That the Lord had Esau take away. That was a strategic move by the Lord, man. That was a perfect chess move. Lord checkmated your ass, you know? Or he put you in check, because the checkmate is coming. You know, now you scrambling like, God damn, I need to move. What piece do I move now? Brothers play chess. Brothers know when your ass put in check, you like, oh shit, because you ain't see it coming. Because if you seen it come, you would have set your pieces up that way your ass wouldn't be checking, man. You know? The Lord get ready to checkmate these niggas, man. You got it.
And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah, see, and place of repentance is open unto you now, man. But you despise it, man. You know? You despise this helping hand that the Lord is giving to you. In fact, you slap it away and say, I don't want to hear that Hebrew-ish. You know? Get out the corners. Get a job. Well, brothers got jobs, man. You know? Take care of your family. Brothers take care of their family, man. You wicked ass niggas scoffing and talking shit. You don't know what the fuck going on. But the Lord gonna show your ass though, man. Man, we really tired of you, Jake. We really tired of this place, man. We can't wait till the Lord bring heavy judgment on you, man. That one when them SNAP benefits was taken away, that boosted us. While you sitting over there sad and shit, we like, yeah, do it, Lord. You know?
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
Yeah, you were made to be taken and destroyed, man. See? Go ahead.
Speak evil of the things that they understand not.
See, that's the catalyst. You don't understand these things, so now you have an evil eye toward it. You know, you're like, I don't know. That sounds kind of racist. What the hell is wrong with that, man? You for your people. Shit. You always saying black power this and black power that, and the Lord give you a real outlet to show you who you is. and you shun it, the Lord said, all right, nigga, you die.
Right.
You got it.
And shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Yeah, see, you gonna utterly perish in your own corruption, man. See, you a brute beast, you know? And a dog will shit in front of you, piss in front of you. Hell, a dog will fuck in front of you, you let him. You know? And that's how you people here, man. No decorum, you know? No standards. And the Lord giving you a standard right now, man. And you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to continue to be a beast. I want to continue to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. I want to continue to eat pork.
Right.
I want to continue to commit adultery. You don't want a standard, man. See? And what the Lord got to do, man, he got to put you down, man.
That's it.
Like the dog, the rabbit, rabies field dog you is, man. See?
I made out.
Yeah, bro.
And even when you consider that that nigga that was talking on Elder Banana Zakba video, where he was saying, y'all need to do something, you know, for the people. You know, man, it's the best thing, man. We telling you what the Lord finna do, man. We warning you, man. You know, just like the Elder Aram gave the analogy before, that somebody finna go in the club. You know, you finna go in the club, and the man tell you, man, I'm finna shoot this bitch up. You know, well, this what we pretty much doing. You know, telling you that the Lord, he finna air this bitch out, man. You know, that not to go in the club, man. You know, but Jake got the mindset, man, look at these hoes, man. Them hoes fine as hell in there. You know, well, we like, man, go on in there, man. Go on die, man. You know, you ain't want to you ain't want to hearken to the warning. You know, what we telling you, go on in there, man. You gonna get aired out, man. You know, and that's pretty much what Jake finna get walked down, man.
Right.
The Lord finna walk these niggas down, man. You don't want to hearken. You know, what other you gonna die, man. You know, it's like,
Yeah, we ain't calling out to you niggas. You know, we ain't saying the warning should be enough. You know, you hear if you don't get in this house, you gonna die. Or as you mentioned the analogy that I run you, man, if you go inside that goddamn club, I'm gonna shoot that bitch up and everybody in that bitch gonna die with you. And that's the basis of the warning we giving you, man. Hey man, the Lord finna add this bitch out. You know? And you don't wanna hearken. You ain't just like Eve, man. Eve had a nasty ass look on her face. And we ain't saying shit to you, but it's the symbolism of a standard of power in the earth.
right.
That caused her to look at us that way, man. You know? She really seen Yahweh Shai, man. You know? That stern, authoritarian, you know, what's the word? Austere. You know? Yeah, we got hard looks on our face, man. She looking at her hard, we looking at her hard, like, yeah, bitch, you gonna die. Your food stamps will probably cut out. Now you looking shit face. Yeah. You know, got the long face. But that's how you people gonna be, and good for you, man. Because you despise the words of Yahweh Shai, man. And again, that's the ultimate showing of love, man. You warning somebody for to kill your ass.
Right.
And you don't take heed to it, but she's like, okay, well, fuck it, go and die then. And that's the state we in there, man. If you don't believe, fuck you.
Right.
We don't care, man. Somebody get Romans 3:3. You got more on that? Go ahead.
Back to 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Now we know that word despise going to being as hell that's insignificant, man. So now you don't understand the warning that's being blown to you, so you hold that insignificant. Oh, they ain't gonna happen. You talk about a family. Now your EBT cut off. You know? Now it's looking like it's real, because it is. Yeah, the more you hold this warning as insignificant, the more the Lord gonna bring these plagues upon you people, man. You got it.
The same must know it after death by pain.
See, when your ass pining away. You know? You starving to death looking at your baby girl. You know? That's a heavy thing, man. The Lord always used that. Hey, when you got a little boy, you know, you raising them to be tough. You got a girl, you know, you want her to be all dainty, you know, sweet. But when the Lord get that hard analogy of your baby girl looking at you talking about she hungry, yeah, you feel some type of way, man. See? And that's what's gonna happen to you people, man. You know? The Lord gonna use the thing that you love the most to make your ass suffer.
Right.
See?
It's like if I make, you know, that be Jake's main thing, man. My family.
My family.
You know, my family, man.
Right.
I die for mine.
Right.
I die for my family. A lot of niggas gonna die for their family,
Yeah.
goddamn. You know,
Right. It's like if I make good, right, or indifferent.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If they in the wrong, I'm riding with mine.
Yeah.
Stupid ass niggas.
Blood thicker than water.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that blood thicker than water shit, man. You know, they gonna eat their own flesh, man.
Woo.
You know, and drink their own blood, man. You know, you gonna end up eating them kids. And that's crazy. You know, while they talking about I do this and do that, a lot of people, man, them same people gonna be forced to eat their kids, man. You know, what's it like, y'all?
Yeah, that's beautiful though. You know? They had this saying for a long time, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
You know? So much so you had the ice truth saying, fuck them kids.
Right.
And that's what you gonna be saying in this time. I can make some more fuck them kids. I'm gonna put them on the goddamn grill. You know? And that smell of food, you know, gonna hit the neighborhood. You know? Hey, it was the same way with what's that lady name? Joanna, Joseph. We read it in the Josephus a couple of times, man. We might want to see if you can grab that out. What was her name? Was it Mary? The famine that happened, you know, when they smelled the food, when they smelled her cooking the baby, they were like, shit, where you get the meat from? Let us eat some, you know? And that's how you people gonna be, man. If we get that account real quick, by the shop. You got it? Go ahead,
This is Google AI overview. It says the Jewish war, Flavius Josephus recounts a harrowing story of a woman named Mary of Bethzuba, who during the Roman siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE killed and cooked her infant son out of desperation from famine.
Now look, scripture, as you mentioned earlier, the time's gonna be like none other, man. So this is gonna be way worse than this time than what we read here, man. Yeah. Do you have the actual account or do it just the AI overview? Go ahead.
It says, driven by both hunger and rage against the city's defenders who had plundered her food, she ate half the child and offered the rest to the Jewish rebels who were horrified and left the remains.
Yeah, see, they was hungry, man. They were coming to get them a bite until they realized it was the other half of her baby. Yeah, the grass was gone. Let's see if we actually get that account. But that's good. I want to get all that meat. That's just a good overview, you know. But yeah, man, that's how bad it was, man. Wasn't no belts, wasn't no tree bark, man. It's gonna tell you how bad of a time it was, man. See, it's gonna be real bad out here, man. You got it. Yeah, man. We had that information at one time. What was her name? Mary? Let me see. Yep, that's it right there. Yep. Yeah, come on.
This is the siege of Jerusalem, 70 AD by Josephus.
Yep.
It says, It says, among the residents of the region beyond Jordan was a woman called Mary, daughter of Eleazar of the village of Bethzubah.
Now let me tell you, it's so heavy. She wasn't in Jerusalem at first, but the Lord compelled her. Matter of fact, continue. It's heavy, man. See, the Lord got scenarios for you niggas, man. You know, you been out there in the country with your granny all this time, and all of a sudden you decide to come into the city, man. And all hell breaking loose, man. You got it, huh?
It says, the name means house of hyssop. She was well off.
Divine. One divine. Woo! You got it, huh?
She was well off and of a good family.
She had money. She was well off. So what would compel her to the Lord called, man. That's how you women go. You think you well off. You got it, huh?
And it says, and of a good family, and had fled to Jerusalem with her relatives, where she became involved with the siege.
Come on, man.
Most of the property she had packed up and brought with her from Perea had been plundered by the tyrants. Simon and John, leaders of the Jewish war effort.
Yeah, they took our shit, man. We need this for the war against the Romans. You know? Go ahead.
And the rest of her treasure, together with such foods as she had been able to procure, was being carried by their henchmen in their daily raids.
Hey, that's what you gonna see now, man. They're gonna be henchmen carrying away your goods in their daily raids. You know? As you mix and invading one another for the lack of bread. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no etiquette no more, man. We gonna be, can I please? No, it's gonna be gimme. Yeah. And then it ain't gonna be no talking. Ooh, let us save you a trip. Ooh,
right up.
I'm coming right up. Yeah.
Yeah, cars, baby, let's go.
See this? Yeah, you gonna die in the family. Yeah. you mocking. You gonna starve to death. You gonna eat your baby. You gonna eat your niece and nephew. That might be how we reading about. Ooh. Go ahead,
It says, in her bitter resentment.
Yeah, see? Her bitter, that's heavy, man. You barking the men of the Lord in your bitter resentment. Go ahead.
The poor woman cursed and abused these extortioners. And this increased them against her.
Yeah, she cussed them out. You sorry niggas taking my shit. And they were like, bitch, you better be glad we ain't take you. Go ahead.
However, no one put her to death.
See, nobody killed her. I'm like, no, let her go. She can't do that. Well, guess what? This time is gonna be worse. They ain't gonna let you go. They gonna take you too. You got it out.
It says, no one put her to death, either from exasperation or pity. It says she grew weary.
Yeah, niggas was just tired. You know? Or someone pitied them. Why they probably have a conversation. Why she even come back here? She was so well out. Why she could have went anywhere she could have, you know, why she come back here? They had pity on her. Yeah, they really talk. This a dumb bitch. Yeah, don't kill her. Yeah. You got it, right?
It says she grew weary.
That's so heavy, man. They ain't spoke on nothing about her husband, so she was basically a single mom at this time. Think about this now. Yeah. You gotta look into the story. You know? Single mom, well off with her infant. You know? What's that? Yeah, you know she was prophet. That's why she was cussing the men out. She ain't had no decorum, no respect. You got it.
She grew weary of trying to find food for her kinfolk. In any case,
that should let you know she was a single woman, a single mother. She grew weary of looking for food. Ooh, you bitch slack. You, ooh, Eve. Ooh. Yeah. Lord got something for you, man. You got it, huh?
It says,
see? Lord got something for you.
Yeah. In any case, it was by now impossible to get any.
Yeah, any case. You couldn't find nothing, no way. Everything was gone. Hey, if they robbing you, taking your wood, your goods, your wares, you know it ain't no food.
Wherever you tried,
Yeah.
famine gnawed at her vitals, and the fire of rage was ever fiercer than famine. So driven by fury and want, she committed a crime against nature, seizing her child, an infant at the breast.
Yeah.
She cried, "My poor baby."
Man, the baby was suckling at her teats, man. You know? She had a newborn. Yeah, 6 months. Boy, ooh, you women. Somebody hold Jeremiah 30. Go ahead,
My poor baby, why should I keep you alive in this world of war and famine?
Come on, man. That's how you women gonna be, man. I can make another one. My poor baby, why should I keep you alive in this world of famine? And what's a perfect illustration of that? The road, man. You look at the road when she had that boy, she was ready to kill her and herself, man. Him and herself. The baby was gonna go too, man. Check that movie out, man. And see, that's the mindset of you women. You ain't gonna be able to take it.
I make it real quick for y'all. This is people.com. This was just November the 18th, 2024. Georgia mom sentenced for unaliving her kids by putting them in the oven. Hey man, it ain't like what we saying far-fetched, man. This was just in November. A woman put her children in the oven, man. You know, when we reading the account, you know, where the woman had to eat her kids, man. You know, where things is about to be a lot worse, man. Wait till the food dry up, man. You know, again, we constantly keep saying desperate time calls for desperate measures, man. You know, when Eve ain't got, you know, them yamps, you know, when there ain't no food in the house, you know, all them groceries, all them snacks and shit, you know, when you ain't able to cook that weak-ass rotel, you know, you gonna end up cooking your baby, man. You gonna put your baby in the crock pot, man. You know, on the grill, man. Barbecue Junior, man. You know, it's like,
Yeah, that's heavy though. Because she ain't do that out of desperation of food. She did that out of the desperation of the mindset she was in. And it ain't even got bad yet, man. So how much more when all hell break loose, man? You know? You ain't got no outlet, no real way out of the situation that you in, man. You know? She had to have a real feeling of desperation, you know, of loneliness, of I can't do this no more. You know? How much more, man, the times it's gonna increase on you people, man? You got it out. Yeah.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 23, and verse 31. For if they do these things in a green tree,
Yeah, and why it's prosperous, right? It look like it's flourishing. Go ahead.
what shall be done in the dry?
Yeah, well, it ain't nothing here, man. So how much more during the time of famine setting in on you and ain't no goddamn leaves on the trees that you can goddamn strip, no bark on the trees that you can goddamn boil, no tufts of grass that you can pull up and eat, man. That's what we coming into. You got something else? Yeah.
Back to the Josephus. It says, my poor baby, why shall I keep you alive in this world of war and famine?
Yeah, that's what the Lord said is going to occur, man. Real quick, can we get St. Matthew chapter 24? I want to say it start at verse 3. We're going to read that.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 3. And it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
Yeah, so the Lord was giving the disciples insight when this age, this current period of rulership of Esau is over with, man. You got it.
And it says, and Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Go ahead.
And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, wars and rumors of wars, man. Ain't we in those times? You got America threatening to bomb Venezuela, man. You know? Well, they got certain missile defenses from Russia set up around their country, man. You know? They actually ready, or perceived ready. They ain't backing down, man. You know? Well, those are wars and rumors of wars. You got Ukraine and Russia, you know? Hamas and Israel, you know? Israel still want to bomb the Gaza Strip. Yeah, that peace treaty that was signed, that was nothing but a toilet paper, man. But it's down the goddamn drain right now, man. You hoping it's not going to be World War III. Well, it ain't in the will of the Lord, because it's going to be World War III. See? Go ahead, Al.
Continuing on, it says, verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass,
Yeah.
but the end is not yet.
Yeah, but the end is not yet, man. The MOTP got to be implemented. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine
See, famines. Go ahead.
and pestilences,
And pestilence. Go ahead.
and earthquakes
Yeah.
in diverse places.
And that's what you seeing occur, man. So as we read in the Josephus, the wars and the famine go hand in hand, man. And this is going to be a time like none other. Go ahead.
All these things, so like all these are the beginning of sorrow.
It's the beginning of sorrows, man. You read that in NFT, it's the beginning of the birth page. See? What more to come? You got it out.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
Yep.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Hey, we seeing that right now being made manifest, man. Through the disdain of the people and what their rhetoric they putting out in these videos, man. They hate Jake. Well, excuse me, they hate the prophets. They hate him. They rebuke him in the gate, man. Go ahead.
And then shall many be offended, shall betray one another,
Yep.
shall hate one another.
Yep.
And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many.
Yeah, we seeing that, man. You know? These false prophets, and they are deceiving men, man. Pam, Philip Anthony Mitchell, you know? See, the Lord cold, man. That dude is a real bitch-ass made dude. Got his acronym as a woman, Pam. Boy, cold, man. We was talking about that the other day, how the Lord got these certain acronyms, man. You know, what was the one we had mentioned? Dumb, deep underground, military bases. It's dumb that you think you're going to survive, man. You know, it was another one, too. Man, it escapes me right now. But it's cold how the Lord got these certain acronyms, you know, you people, where you think you're going to escape, man. You know? You got it out.
And because iniquity shall abound,
Right.
the love of many shall wax cold.
And that's what you want to see grow more and more, too. You know? Hey, man, when it ain't no food, folks ain't going to go for it. The love of many is going to wax cold. And we know that word wax cold literally means psycho. So these people going to be psychos out here, man. Sickos and psychos. Yeah, psychotic. You know? You going to really see, damn, man, what's that word, man? Damn, remember that dude who was sick up there? He asked us about the, what, the UAB? Man, what, the schizophrenia? Yeah, you people gonna be schizos out here. Yeah, straight up deep. Go ahead. Especially you Edomite. You already got to look and you want to goddamn do something to a nigga.
But he,
It's like they gonna act out on their lust. Put you down, Jake. Go ahead, Al.
it says, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
That's it right there, man. You gotta endure to the end. But you see again what war and famine are married together in this thing, man. We go back to Joseph's time.
She says, my poor baby, why shall I keep you alive in this world of war and famine?
Yeah, see, go ahead.
Even if we live till the Romans come, they will make slaves of us. And anyway, hunger will get us before slavery does. And the rebels are crueler than both.
Man, that's a desperate situation, man. As you mentioned, man, what's the saying again? Desperate time called for desperate measure. That was a desperate measure, man. She was measuring that. You know, she weighed those things. It's either gonna be famine or it's gonna be slavery. And by the time slavery get here, the famine gonna get our ass. And if the famine don't get us, these goddamn marauders gonna get us. You know? See, that's what the situation the Lord gonna put you in, man. Somebody get 2 Ezra 8 and 50 real quick. That's the state the Lord gonna put you in, man.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
So the Lord said, many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Because of your fucking pride, man. Yeah, Eve been talking a lot of shit, you know. She been getting them food stuff, you know. She ain't had to spend money on food, so now she able to floss and get a new fucking $80 wig and shit, you know. Talking shit, yeah, I got this, I got that. Well, bitch, only because you been subsidized, what's the word? Subsidized, man. You been given benefits, man. You know? So now you ain't have to worry about getting this food this month because you got it from the government. You had extra money to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it, man. See? Well, all them benefits are now being taken away. Now you got to consider. You know? We brought it up about two years ago. Eat or eat. Yeah, there's going to be people considering that. You know? Eat or eat.
It's like if I may, we enter into these times now where it's starting to get cold. You know, power bills going up. You know, when that shit gets so high, man, you're going to have to really decide, am I going to keep my power on? You know, am I going to get some groceries, man? You know, and even with that, you know, you still going to be fucked up because food costs going up. You know, shit getting high as hell, man. You know, to where that dollar ain't stretching like it used to be, man. You know, to where regardless, man, you're going to be fucked up, man.
Right.
You know, just a lot.
You won't have people invested in heated blankets. They gonna be running that heat. You know? You won't have people invested in kerosene heaters. You know, gasoline heaters, man. You know? But they don't want to run that heat for that power bill to be high as hell. See?
No, so like if I may, you know, then Eve ain't thinking about getting no kerosene heater.
Hell no.
You know, so when the power go out, you know, they just gonna be fucked up out here, man. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's it. And we often, we just said it in times past while our Lord said, pray that your flight not be in the winter, man. You know, that could be a very real thing in the time we're entering. You know, considering that people in a ride mindset already, and if they don't get that food, you know, in a week, how these people gonna feel, man? You know, well they ain't ate nothing. You know, they gonna be ready to do something, man. And that's gonna be beautiful, man. You gonna really see the beast mindset of these people come out, man. You know, when you ain't got nothing else to lose, people lose it. They gonna lose it. They gonna snap.
Right. Snap.
They gonna snap because they ain't got no snap. See?
She said, come, be food for me.
Yeah, see?
And an avenging fury to the rebels.
Yeah.
And a tale of cold horror to the world to complete the monstrous agony of the Jews.
Ooh.
With these words, she killed her son.
Yeah, she probably slit his throat, you know? We had to remember that the baby was, she talking to the baby like this, suckling at him, you know? come be food for me. Cold-blooded, man. And she probably just went like that with the slit his throat slowly too. You know, bleed out. You know. Nah, he ain't screaming nothing. You gotta remember, she had him at her breast suckling. At the time of her saying this, he eating. So yeah, it was probably, he ain't had time to say nothing. He probably ain't realize what happened. And she bled his ass out. Man, look, man, the time that we enter, man, it's gonna be, we still hold that Jeremiah, right? Okay. Go ahead, man.
It says, with these words, she killed her son,
Yep.
roasted the body, swallowed half of it.
Right, man. Let that sink in, man. Read that again. Let this thing. You people don't know the fury of the Lord. You people don't know how the Lord get down. Remember, this is the same power that destroyed everybody on the earth except for 8 souls, man. They sent fire and brimstone to Sodom and Gomorrah and those neighboring cities, man. They gave the Egyptians hemorrhoids, man. This is the power that we serve, the power that we talking about that you people gonna be up and close and personal with, man.
Okay. With these words, she killed her son, roasted the body, swallowed half of it, and stored the rest in a safe place.
Yeah. See, killed the son, roasted the body, right? Swallow half, man. Come on, man. She probably spatchcocked him, you know. Y'all know what that is, don't you? When you cut a chicken or a turkey, you cut down the backbone, you know, and then you split it open. Shit. Man, look, man. I was watching a cooking show the other day, y'all. This dude was getting ready to, he spatchcocked a damn turkey. He cut that bitch up on both sides, took out the damn spine, the backbone, laid it flat and went to seasoning. And that's what she probably did, because it said half the body. Man, that's what you women gonna do, man. See, we can sort of make light of it, but man, it's gonna. You visualize these things, man. It's gonna be bad out here, man. Ain't gonna be nothing you people gonna be able to do. That's gonna be your only recourse, your only. That's what you gonna run to, man. Yeah, just cook it. You know. You got it out.
But the rebels were honored at once.
Yeah, they shit. I know we smelled something roast around here. And it wasn't much time at all. She roasted it. She that's why she swallowed. That said swallowed half the body. You know? She probably hasty. Yeah, she ate in haste. Salakia. See? We can make jest of it, man, but it's gonna be some fucked up ass times out here, man. That's why we fear the Lord, man. We hope the Lord deliver us, man. Yeah. We hope the Lord deliver us. To keep us safe, to have us eating in famine, man. Cause it's gonna be bad out here, man. Go ahead.
You know how they say, that was in the Bible days. You know, where it just happened, you know, some years ago when that plane crashed with that soccer team. You know, I think it was a soccer team, you know, and they was in the mountains, you know, and it got so bad after they ate the food that was on the, you know, on the plane, they started eating each other, man. They started eating the other people that was on the plane, man. You know, again, going back again and again, desperate times calls for desperate measures. You know, when Jake, you know, ain't like you said, ain't got no trees, you know, ain't no leaves on the tree, you know, ain't no grass, you know, but all you got is that big juicy 9-year-old, you know, junior, you know, yeah, juicy, You know, Juice is here. He been eating them foods now. He been eating so good. You been feeding him up, fattening him for the slaughter. You know, well, that's what you gonna be forced to do. You gonna eat that bag. You gonna eat Junior, man. It's like, yeah.
That's it. You got
It says, but the rebels were on her at once.
They were on her. I smell some goddamn meat. Some roasted meat. Where is that? Go ahead.
Smelling roasted meat.
See, that's smeared. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's been a minute. We done went to this several times, though. Because it paints the picture, man. You people have no clue what the Lord get ready to do. Niggas probably smelled their ass from a block away.
Somebody barbecue.
Man, what
the
Man, that smells good. Yeah, man. Yeah. Niggas probably came out they little hiding hole and everything like. Hey, see that what the elder said. Niggas gonna be skilled and open potato chip bags and shit, man. Cause the nigga gonna be in tune to what some sound about some damn food, man. You got it out.
It says, and threatening to kill her instantly.
Where is that? They instantly. Bitch, you better tell me where the hell that goddamn food at. Yeah, run that. Run it.
Yeah, man. That's what I said.
Go ahead,
It says threatening to kill her instantly if she did not produce it.
Yeah, bitch, you better. Where is it? You know Jake, man. Jake, man, look at this crazy ass. What the fuck the food is? Yeah. Yeah, yo, what the fuck that bread is?
Yeah.
I done smelt that bitch bacon, bitch. I know you got some. Go ahead,
And it says, Salaki, she assured them she had saved them a share.
Oh, I got you some. Go ahead.
And revealed the remains of her child.
Yeah, here you go.
Seized with horror and stupefaction.
Yeah, them niggas was like, what the fuck? This bitch killed her own child? You know? They was in horror. They like, what the hell? Go ahead,
They stood paralyzed at the sight.
Yep.
But she said, this is my own child and my own handiwork.
Yeah, see, I did this. My own child, my own handiwork. You smelled the herbs and spices. You know? Yeah, I cut this baby up. I drained the blood. You know? I prepared the meat. You want a finger? A leg?
Like legs.
A thigh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you gotta really look at this, man.
Yeah.
And that's the desperation you people gonna be up under, man. We're gonna come back. You got that Jeremiah 30? Start at verse 4.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 4. And it says, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Yeah, not a peace, man. See, this warning has went out, and the Lord says there's not going to be any peace in this place. Get ready for the battle. Get ready for the war. Go ahead,
It says, as ye know, and see whether a man doeth travail with child, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, you got men gonna be holding themselves, man, scared shitless as they were. You know, we often bring up that analogy, those cartoons. You know, when they see something fearful, all the pigment, you know, drains from the face. And now they holding themselves. Well, that's how you men gonna be. So if you men gonna be like that, how much more you women? You got it.
Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
Yeah, none is, man, hey, we reading an account of a very scary time, man. Horrific time in our history. But it's saying none gonna be like this, man. You got it out.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble,
Yeah.
but he shall be saved out of
Yeah,
it.
the elect. The elect is gonna be saved out of these times, man. Somebody hold Isaiah 65. Let's go back to that out.
It says,
And if you can, when you get a chance, drop that in the chat box.
it says, eat, for I have eaten already.
Yeah, hungry. Get your portion. I done already ate. You came over here wanting this roasted meat. Go ahead.
Do not show your
And that's a nigga woman too, man. Just let that dynamic play out. She cackling. Yeah, you took all my shit. Take my baby then. You know a bitch, man. Yeah, bitch. That's a fucking Israelite woman, an end-dub right there. And again, they made a concerted effort to let you know that she was a single mom, man. Because she was looking for food for her family. There wasn't no man there. She was well off. Bitch had probably received benefits from the Romans and all that shit, man. That's how she was able to get money. Just speaking to the spirit.
Do not show yourselves weaker than a woman.
Man, come on, man. That's Eve, man.
Stop being a pussy.
Yeah, stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
I ate it. You ain't gonna, you rolling her fucking neck and shit. You ain't gonna eat her. You ready to just goddamn slap her face off then. Bitch, shut the fuck up talking to me, ho. You crazy ass ho. You killed your damn baby. Bitch. I don't wanna eat that. Come on, man. You gotta. Yeah, you ready to beat that bitch ass, man. I knew we should have killed that bitch last week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got it out.
Oh, shit. Do not show yourselves weaker than a woman
Yeah.
or more pitiful than a mother.
Yeah, you see that? Go ahead.
But if you have pious scruples
Mm-hmm.
and shrink away from human sacrifice,
Right.
then what I have eaten can count as your share, and I will eat what is left as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the other half of this baby. I'm gonna eat what's left as well. If you don't want to partake in this feast that I've made of my baby, then I'll finish eating. See, this is an actual account, man. The siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. So how much more in the time that we enter where your benefits are being taken away, man? See, the Lord gonna put you in a straitjacket, man. And you ain't gonna have no choice but to eat your baby. Go ahead, huh?
At that, they slunk away.
Yeah, they're like, man, it'd be crazy. They slunk away, man. Oh no, I don't want no parts of that. And she was talking, you can see she was talking shit. And that's Eve all day, man. That's the Israelite woman all day. You know? She ain't really care for her child. Because she wouldn't use them words, man. I was all goddamn lip service. Yeah, you beat up the clock. Go ahead,
He said, trembling, not daring to eat, although they were reluctant to yield even this food to the mother.
Yep.
The whole city soon rang with the abomination.
Yeah. So it was basically the word spread. Mary, y'all remember Mary from Beelzebub or whatever it was? It came to the city a couple weeks ago. She done killed her baby. She done killed little Isaiah. You know? Yeah, man. Go ahead, out.
when people heard of it, they shuddered as though they had done it
They
themselves.
shook their head like, God damn. You know, because that was a very desperate situation we was in, man. And guess what? The time we're entering is going to be way greater. It's going to far exceed this. See, the Lord got a way to humble you niggas, man. Take away your food, man. Go ahead, that was it. You got it? Yeah, you got it,
It's like, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. You know, so hey, you know that Jake think because the grocery stores still open. You know, you can still DoorDash, you can still order food, you know, online. You know that this ain't gonna happen, man. You know that this can't happen, man. You know, victuals so good cheap. You know, you still can get a $5 hot and ready pizza from Little Caesar. You know, Jake think that, you know, things is all good, man. You know, but it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. You know, Jake think themselves, you know, to be in good case still. You know, because again, you got food on the shelves. You know, grocery stores still open. All right, and it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right, so the famine, you know, while people's not paying attention, the famine is growing, man. You know, with these food recalls, you know, these benefits being cut off, you know, these poultry plants shutting down, mysteriously burning down. You know, then you had the bird, you know, the bird flu. You know, you got all these different things, you know, going on with Jake. You know, think that a famine can't hit, man. But the famine is growing, man. You know, to where it's gonna catch you off guard, man. You know, with the scripture speak of the evil arrows of famine.
Woo.
You know, it's gonna come all of a sudden, man. You know, while they weren't paying attention, it's gonna come swift, man. You know, it's like
great confusion, man. That perplexity.
Come.
See? You people gonna be without resources. You're gonna be in straits. You're gonna be left wanting. And the biggest resource, you're gonna be without the answers.
Right.
Because you ain't gonna know what the hell going on, man. See? Lord got something for you, man. You got it out.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 6 and verse 24. It says the siege of Samaria.
Yeah, another account, man. You know?
Kind of,
It's like it. That we know gonna fire seed this. Why? Because the scripture says it's gonna fire seed. It's gonna be a time like none other, man. You got it out.
cannibalism.
Yeah.
It says,
Read this like read that whole head again, by myself.
2 Kings 6 and 24, the siege of Samaria, cannibalism.
Cannibalism, man. So get up and close and personal with cannibalism. And that's the spirit. I think I still got that picture of in the States, there's cannibalism is legal. I got Lord willing, I got to do a lesson on that because it seems like it's the right season for it. And you people gonna be eating your babies. In the United States, cannibalism is legal. Yeah. You don't find have folks eating their pets.
Right.
That's what they gonna do first. You know, they're gonna be desperate. You gonna eat that old goddamn dog you done had for 20 years. And you know the Edomites, they love their fucking dog.
Oh,
They love their dog, man. You got
chow on that chow. It's like,
You got some they can love their dog more than these damn Edomites, man. Stir fry. They gonna be skilled in goddamn getting cuts of meat off their head, man. You got it out.
It says, and it came to pass after this that Benadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria.
Well, you gotta understand, man. There's a Lord that caused that to happen, man. Real quick, somebody get Proverbs 21 and 1. So the king of Syria, right, went and besieged Samaria, right? Real quick.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1, and it says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
So it was the Lord's will for the king of Samaria to besiege Samaria, man. Get that across your mind, man. See? And the Lord is using Esau now to put you people in straits, man. You got it out.
And there was a great famine in Samaria.
Yep.
And behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the 4th part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver.
So a 4th part of a piece of calf of dove's dung. Let that sink in. The ass of a head of a donkey. The head of a donkey. You ain't getting much meat off a head of anything. Let that sink in. You got it out.
It says, and they, he says, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help, my lord, O king.
Yeah.
And he said, if Yahweh don't help thee, when shall I help thee?
Yeah, what you expect me to do? Bitch, I'm starving too. What you talking about? Oh, if the Lord ain't helping you in the time, that's why my brother brought out a beautiful precept. You carnal-minded niggas, you gonna die. Yeah, like this nigga going wrong way. You going up the wrong way.
That's it.
Yeah, you people, man, that's heavy, man. You going up, yeah, you a bad dude, cresting that hill, and all the cars coming at his ass, flying. See? Yeah. That's how you people it, man. You going up the wrong way of a one-way. Doing 90. See that? Go ahead,
Out of the barn floor,
yeah.
or out of the wine press?
So if the Lord ain't gonna provide for you, how can I provide for you? You say out of the barn floor? The floor now, ain't shit in there. Or out of the wine press, all the wine is gone, ain't no grapes in there. Yeah, what the fuck you want me to do? Oh, you brought it out earlier, man. The full storehouse will suddenly be found empty. Ain't shit in the goddamn grocery store. What you want me to do? Ooh, man, I can't wait for you proud ass niggas, man. That's what's gonna be for you. Ain't no grocery store gonna have no food in it. No warehouses that you once worked at. I know it's something in this goddamn vending machine. And then it already been too. Yeah, Dollar Tree. Yeah. That's it, huh? Somewhere you to work where you know it's a food. I'm gonna go to Barbers. You know? Yeah, Associated Grocery Store. Oh, the Piggly Wiggly Distribution Center. And what is that? Bessemer. Right. You know? You thinking something in there. That shit going on already. That's how the Lord gonna have you, Jay. Yeah, we were bad as ass niggas. You got something out?
So like, may I just Google grocery store closings. It says Kroger closing around 60 stores. Winn-Dixie closing over 30 stores in 5 states. Albertsons announced some store closings in 2025. Safeway announced store closing. Stop and Shop announced store closing. Shaw's announced store closing. And Grocery Outlet announced store closing.
Yeah, so while you people thinking about dressing up for fucking Halloween, it's food insecurity growing, man. You know? It's food deserts in these certain areas, in these certain cities, growing, man. You know? Did a lesson yesterday, the thrill is gone, about all these job closings, you know, and these outbacks you know, closing it. The one in Vestavia closing and the one downtown closed. That bitch ain't stay open long at all. By what, about 6 months? Not even a year, man. They had put a lot of work in the building, that bitch. We off to nobody, that bitch smell good. That bitch high as hell. You know, man. How much more now the time we enter it, man?
Like that, man. We seen it in our neck of the woods. Here, we had the Save-A-Lot shut down.
Right.
Urban Smoke, a restaurant shut down.
Yeah.
Sonic shut down.
Yeah.
Hardy shut down.
Yeah. That grocery store?
Yeah, the grocery store, Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, the grocery store in Fairfield.
Yeah.
You know, all these little grocery stores. Then the other Save-A-Lot across town. You know, and this is Jake neighborhood, man.
Right.
You know, well, this is coming to a hood near you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Where these storehouses gonna be found empty all of a sudden, man. You know, they already ain't making no money. You know, where they gonna shut down all of a sudden, man. It's like,
Yeah, everything must go. You know? Mother gonna have flash sales. Nothing gonna be left in that bitch. See? Yeah, out of the bar floor or out of the wine press. Where might help you at, man? You got it out.
And the king said unto her, what aileth thee?
What's wrong with you?
And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow.
You gonna have these women, these indoors, these goddamn fruit beasts, making deals. Bitch. You already know how to roll talk. Bitch. We gonna eat Junior tonight, bitch. And tomorrow we gonna eat Man.
They had made a comment that we rather come together than to submit to a man. But if I made that's gonna be the counsel between them hoes. They're gonna be arguing over who kid they gonna eat, man. It's gonna come down to that, man. All because you got this fucking pride about yourself that you want to refuse, you know what I mean, submitting to a man, man. You know? But that Isaiah 4:1, you know, the elders been going into that a lot lately. That's gonna come into play, man. Isaiah 4:1, that's a big part of prophecy, man. Because you're gonna see that you're gonna need a man, but not just any type of man, but a man of the Lord, man.
That's right, you got their hyenas. You don't really got them be brute beast. So the council that you set up now is that you gonna all women together. You dumb bitches gonna make some bad decisions because you ain't smart like that. Like the brother mentioned, you gonna need a man of the Lord, man. Make great decisions. Even goddamn Pookie and Ray Ray gonna have you ass fucked up. Because they got the mindset of a woman too. They were raised by the bitches. So the decisions that they make gonna be fucked up too. Should we go out here? Yeah, let's go on out here. Right in the middle of all this. Yeah, we need to go now. Hey, your ass, he gonna get killed and your ass gonna get snatched. I know I should have listened to Ray Ray. Who gonna feed Quanisha and Shay at home? They gonna starve to death in that house by themselves. Dumb bitches.
It's like if I may,
Yeah.
a lot of them say, girl, we can go down there and take this chip.
Right.
We can go down there and take it and get some food.
Well, that's gonna be their last result. You know? You got it out.
Said, so we bore my
Oh, sorry. That was it.
Yeah, that's gonna be their last result, man. You know? When you gonna have somebody like, I ain't finna eat my baby. We just gonna have to go ahead and take this chip. You weak-minded women. Go ahead, Al.
So we bore my son and did eat him.
Yep.
And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him.
Now we done made this deal. We done ate Ray Ray. Now it's time to eat June. Yeah. What man in? What little Roscoe at? Bitch, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know no man. I don't know no Roscoe. You know that motherfucker got mad. Yeah. I ain't got no baby. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, you better go. You better go on now.
Yeah.
You don't be surprised. You better go on now. Shit, bitch. Yeah, man. You got it out.
And she have hid her son.
Yeah.
And it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth upon his flesh.
He was lamenting, man, because there was nothing that he could do. And that's how you people gonna be here. Nothing you will be able to do. That remind me of a granddad. Granddad, I made this deal. He probably like you. He probably saying that, man, you dumb bitch, you should have made the deal in the first place. And then he's like, no, man, ain't hear you. Rent his clothes. What? He done fell to his knees and shit. You better watch how they gonna knock your ass over the head. Eat your old ass neck. Yeah.
Book of Lamentations,
Matter of
chapter.
fact, Baba Shah, continue on that a little bit.
It says, verse 2 Kings 6 and 31. Then he said, the Most High do so, and more also to me, if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat.
Okay. Read that one more time, verse 30.
2 Kings 6 and verse 30. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh.
So he was lamenting, man. And that's how you people gonna be in a state of mourning when you have to cook your baby boy. You know? Cook your precious girl. You know? Yeah, because you ain't want to hearken to wise counsel. Go ahead, Al. Well, yeah, we go to Lamentations.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
So in this time, it's better if somebody put a bullet in your head than for your ass to starve to death, man. Go ahead.
For these pine away, stricken through for the want of the fruit of the
So
field.
you wish you had a nasty ass cheeseburger from McDonald's. Goddamn McNasty. Yeah, McNasty. Ain't no McNuggets. It's a McNasty. Yeah, goop. That's it out. Goddamn goop scoop. That what you mean? You eating all type of shit. You don't even know. But you should know about that because it's out there. When I see people in line at the McDonald's, I put up curses on their head. You dumb nigga, I pray the Lord take you out swiftly. Put you to death while you eating that damn chicken nuggets. All them damn sauces. Master, what you really eat. Go ahead, man.
It says, the hands of the pitiful women have sighted their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
They were their meat, man. And that's what it's gonna be again, man. You gonna be meat for your mama in this time. And that's it, we got Eve already making pacts. You know, we ain't gonna run no man. We gonna get together. Yeah, you really think you gonna be able to survive this time without a man of the Lord? You a dumb. A dumbass person, man. Really. Somebody hold Isaiah 32. So Isaiah 32 and 1.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 1, and it says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
Go ahead.
And a man shall be as an hiding place.
Yeah, a man, not just any man, a man of the Lord. Go ahead.
From the wind,
Yeah.
and a covert from the tempest,
Yeah.
as rivers of water in a dry place.
Yeah, it's rivers of water in a dry place. Can you imagine it's a drought and you just come upon a river? That's how a man of the Lord, you want that release, man. That fill of comfort, you ain't had nothing to drink in weeks and then you walk up on a big ass brook. Well, that's how the man of the Lord gonna be in these times, man. You got it out.
That's the shadow of a great rock
Yeah.
in a weary
Yeah,
land.
the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, man. You in the desert, and the sun been beaming down on your ass, and now you see this big, great rock, and you can get relief from it, man. That's how the man of the Lord gonna be, man. See? Go ahead, Al.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on.
Matter of fact, jump down to verse 9.
Come on. Jumping down to verse 9. And it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease.
See, that's why there's warning going out, man. Warning you women. Go ahead.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Uh-huh.
Give ear unto my speech.
Yeah, you listen to this warning that the Lord is telling you, man. Of the times that we're entering. It's going to increase. Well, we actually here, but they're going to intensify. Somebody hold 2 Ezra 14. Go ahead.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
Yeah, you women been at ease, man. You been living deliciously. You ain't had a care in the world. See, this system was set up for you to prosper and to keep the so-called Negro and Latino Native American man down, man. That's why they gave you Section 8. That's why they gave you food stamps, so you ain't have to depend on a man. Now that shit come to bite you in the ass, and men ain't dealing with your ass like that, man. They telling you, bitch, just go. You know? I remember, man, I seen this TikTok, man, of an older Jake. He said, man, I'd rather pay for the box than pay for the woman. But when I pay the bitch, I don't pay the bitch to stay, I pay the bitch to leave. I said, woo!
That's it,
Yeah. Bitch, just go. That's how men feel, that bitch, just go. I'm paying you to leave.
yeah.
Fuck it, just go. You know? Well, how much more in the time where the food is scarce? Man, ain't nobody want to take care of no bitch. Nah, bitch, no. Go. You gotta go. You better get the fuck on. You got it out.
And it says again, if I may, tremble, ye women that are at ease.
Right.
Be troubled, ye careless ones.
Yep.
Strip you and make you bare,
Uh-huh.
and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Go ahead.
They shall lament for the teats,
Yeah, see? Go ahead.
for the pleasant fields,
Uh-huh.
for the fruitful vine.
Yeah, see, you gonna be wanting to go back to the 99 and the 2000. See? What them good old days? I had plenty to eat. I don't have to worry about somebody kicking in my door, taking my shit. You know? Is that the same chapter that say the finish shall fail? Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, going back. Yep, it says verse 10, Isaiah 32 and verse 10. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled,
Yep.
ye careless women,
Mm-hmm.
for the vintage shall fail,
Yeah.
the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, so it ain't gonna be no police officer. You gonna be able to call it, no 911. But that boy, 911. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Wycliffe. You also got what that boy that had that big ass clock on his. Yeah. 911 is joking your time. Shut up and get. Hey, no fucking 911.
Oh,
Yeah, that's spirit. They making a phone call. And nobody else. Ooh, that's it, huh? That's how it's gonna be with you women, man. You're gonna be dialing 911, you're gonna get a dial tone. This number is no longer in service. Please refer to your local PD. See? Go ahead, Al. You got more on that? That was it on that? Come on, anybody got anything? Yeah.
Book of 2 Esdras, chapter 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils.
Yeah, see, greater evils. Oh, you think it's bad now? You think it's bad now. The Lord said greater evils. Go ahead.
It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Oh, the brother read the story, man, about the woman putting the babies in the oven, man. That's something we seen happen. Well, the scripture says it's going to be greater evils. Greater evils, man. No relief. Continue.
He said, For look how much the world shall be weaker through age,
Yep.
so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
So much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein, man. So you done made your hat here in America, this was your rest, the evil is going to increase upon you. You're going to be taken in the evil time, as we read in Ecclesiastes 9 earlier, man. You see? Somebody get Luke. That Luke 21. Yeah, start at verse 34.
Book of St. Luke,
Let's get in the NLT too.
chapter 21 and verse 34 in the NLT. Watch out. Don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing and drunkenness
Right.
and by the words of this life.
And by the words of this life, go ahead.
Don't let that day catch you unaware like a trap.
Yeah, like a trap. Go ahead.
For that day will come upon everyone living on the earth.
Yep.
Keep alert at all times
Yeah, watch. Keep alert at all times. Go ahead.
and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors.
Yeah, horrors, man. It's gonna be horrors. Hey, man, we just read it, man. That was a horror that happened in 70 AD, man. That was a horror that happened in the siege of Samaria, man. How much more in the siege of Babylon, America? You know? Yeah, horror, man. Get ready to see all your it, you know? Got that Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Yes, yeah, Slender Man. Get ready to see Chucky, nigga. See? Go ahead.
And stand before the Son of
Yeah,
Man.
stand before our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah, we gotta pray that the Lord will count us worthy, man. See? Hey, we pray this been edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Some honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders for the next time.
Shalom.
All right.